component which falls off more slowly than infinity is chemical potential, and the response or the charge density induced by that chemical potential is the subleading term. Now, in the case of a 4D bulk, into a 2 plus 1 dimensional field theory, which is of interest in many cases, the extreme limit, which would be the ground state of the doped theory, the place we might expect to find quantum criticality if we're going to find it anywhere, has a near horizon geometry that looks like this, much simpler than this complicated metric. And in fact, if you stare at this for a second, you recognize that the S squared plus the Y squared is just the metric on R2, and this is just the metric of ADS2. So the geometry in the near horizon is ADS2 times R2. Now, the failure of the R2 to shrink as you go towards the horizon means that the area of the black hole is not shrinking. There's this constant area, that divergent area, and so there's an extensive ground state entropy. Whatever the zero temperature state is, it's very unusual. Now, there are known systems that would give an extensive ground state entropy. For instance, if you took a bunch of magnetic spins that were free around very weak interactions, then before the interaction energy of the free spins certainly would have extensive ground state entropy. Photons above the divide temperature could have somewhat similar physics in many ways to this. But for strongly coupled state of matter coming out of some strongly coupled field theory, this seems very high. So many people have suspected, as Andreas discussed, that this is probably a highly idealized model of what comes out in the water. That is the first thing we land on. And studying this in more detail, starting with the work of condensed matter theorists on Stiglitz, people found fascinating non-permeable behavior that relies strongly on this ADS2 quantum critical region to get the very singular power law behaviors, the two-point functions. Now, I want to stress here that this fascinating behavior that's been seen is what I would call 1 over n fascinating behavior, in that there's a quantum critical theory here, which scales with the leading large n, and most of the degrees of freedom. And the responses that are of so much interest, because they're non-permeable, like all the set-leading compared to that large n behavior. Okay, so this is in some sense a probe interacting with a very large background quantum critical theory. So the next question we might ask is, what happens if we start to make life a little more generic? Let's take John's advice and add parameters or add both fields and parameters, and see if this result is robust. So let's take down the simplest toy actions that have more than just the Einstein field and the Maxwell field. So the simplest extension that you might think of, I think Gary will talk about the other simplest extension, which would be to add a charge scalar, and then add a neutral scalar, the silicon. So what Ranji might write would be something like Einstein plus a kinetic term plus some gauge coupling, it depends on the silicon, with the U1 field, and some potential, which I separated out from the couple. Now, very simple choices with just such an action yield qualitatively new near-horizon geometry for charged black planes that start to incorporate more and more of the things the condensed matter physicists talk about, so I'm going to go through them as illustrative case. So what's the simplest case? Well, I wrote here a silicon-dependent gauge coupling, that's why I'm calling it silicon. So let's just first set v to 0 and see what we get. Well, in this case, you can actually find asymptotically ADS solutions, where the near-horizon geometry is actually an exact solution of the equations of motion, and in externality, it takes this form. So instead of the ADS2 plus R2 like form, where the S squared plus the Y squared is independent of R, here the spatial coordinates are indeed shrinking as you go to the horizon, and the coefficient with which they shrink is different from that of the temporal horizon. There's a Z that distinguishes the two. In addition, because you turn on a charge with any charged black holes, the silicon coupling here, in presence of the charge in F, sources some kind of near horizon potential for the silicon. So there's an attractor negative in the silicon part. Here runs one with it here at the horizon, and by that choice of typing, I call that W with FDR. So we find two new ingredients here. There's a dynamical critical exponent C that tells you how time and space rescale differently as you go towards the horizon. There's a scalar variance. If you scale time to the Z power of your spatial rescale. And there's also some constant K governing how the silicon is running. And the solution runs to either weaker quantum coupling very near the horizon if you have electric or magnetic charges in the black hole with the convention space. Now physically, even in this very simple case, the simple metric, there's several interesting differences from the Leibniz geometry. Okay, first of all, because of this factor of R squared in front of R2, the vanishing entropy density is equal to 0, which is a big plus. Now, the metric also still exhibits a scaling variance with some finite G. Near horizon geometry of ADS like Nordstrom, you might think you should recover when you take when you're 0. You do. G scales like 1 over alpha, and then now when the G goes to infinity, and the metric you get is indeed one where time rescales, but it's not. Now, on the other hand, this metric, the full solution doesn't really correspond to that of scaling variant fixed point because there's this SU-like scalar. Okay, so silicon breaks the scaling symmetry. If you want exactly scaling variant solutions with the same properties, you can find them as solutions with slightly different low energy degrees. But I will not do this. And I should point out that my technique is not so different from what Andreas discussed. Even in these geometries, as opposed to ADS2, you can still obtain non-Fermi liquids, which have linear resistivity for leading transport, by taking probe fermions, probe E-rays in the background of this metric, and studying the transport of the fermions, which is already solved. Okay, but again, the linear resistivity is not a prediction. There's a parameter, and you vary the parameter. You vary the response. So now let's enrich this scenario by adding back the potential V of y. I mean, clearly this would become a tedious exercise if I tried to write down solutions for arbitrary V. But something that turned out to be useful is to simply write solutions where V takes a simple scaling form itself very near the horizon, where the dominant term is just an exponential governed by some theta. So we have two parameters now, alpha indicating coupling and theta is the temporal. And if this term dominates, you then find a more general class of homogeneous isotropic near horizon geometries, and now they're characterized by two critical exponents. One is the dynamical critical exponent that I already mentioned, and the second is called the hyperscaling violation exponent, that I think most of us are familiar with until about a year ago. So I'll publish it. The resulting metrics have this form. Here you think of this R variable to that ADS would be 0 at the boundary and infinity at the horizon. And you see that the powers of R here are shifted from the ADS value both by the dynamical scaling and by the theta, which in fact makes the whole metric not of the Lipschitz type form, but conformal to it. So these metrics are not even scale invariant, they're conformal to metrics that have scale invariance. And again, in all the cases that I've seen in the literature, they're supported by a running scalar field whose trajectory typically gets some extreme value, either very weak or very strong coupling for the U1, at the extreme horizon, which signals a breakdown of the moment of the action of the U. We'll talk more about that as we go on. But before expanding on that breakdown, which indicates that these are the most intermediate phases, let's describe the most interesting features of these geometries. So first of all, the free energy density, in the presence of hyperscale violation, scales in a different way from what you get based on naive dimensional analysis, where there's a point scale say set by the correlation length and everything scales by the right power of the point scale. In a scale invariant field theory in D-space dimensions, the only way the free energy ring of the volume is e to the d plus 1. But these metrics instead will have horizons that if you go and compute thermodynamic quantities the way given in occupancy or whatever, you'll find the free energy ring of the volume scales as e to the d plus 1 minus theta, where theta is a hyperscaling violation. So in many respects, the thermodynamics of the dual theory is such that each effective space dimension, each of the d dimensions, can be compressed by theta over d. They're really d minus theta effective space dimensions. Now, those of you who are likely confused by this naive dimensional analysis will know immediately that that means there's another scale in the problem, some high energy scale that hasn't decoupled, that must make up the powers. So for instance, in the case of the Fermi surface, which we started with, that scale would be the Fermi momentum, K Fermi. And you would make up all the powers that should have been there in the free energy by extra powers of K Fermi. Notably, precisely when the theta is d minus 1, which means that the theory is behaving as if it has one effective space dimension in the sense, you get a specific case that goes like t is d is 1, t to the 1 over c if there's a scale. This was noticed by Taki Agiol and expanded upon by Sefton and their collaborators. And the interesting fact here is that this specific heat matches the meeting margin for the meeting margin response the same that you would expect for a theory of the Fermi surface. Because in the presence of the Fermi surface, only the dimension transfers to the surface and momentum space really scales. Momenta along the surface costs very little energy. So the most interesting fact here is that this is a meeting margin result. There's no pro, there's no 1 over n. Now here's a second interesting fact about the same metrics. There's a very interesting formulation of the computation of entanglement entropy in deuterating with Takanagi. So, remember when you do an entanglement entropy, you take a state, you write a state ground state, you write a density matrix, you divide space into two regions, A and D, you trace out either the A or B degrees of freedom, and then you compute the entropy of that density matrix trace to one level. That's the entanglement between A and D. You and Takanagi proposed that that's given in holography in the following way. You take the boundary, you draw the shape circle divided the boundary into two regions A and D, and then the entanglement entropy is given by an elegant calculation of the area of the minimal surface gamma A, whose boundary is precisely this boundary between A and D. More precisely, it's the area of that minimal surface divided by 4 nu. Now, there's an attempt to prove this formula by Persea that I'm told is flawed, so there's no proof of this formula, but there's a host of indirect checks, including exact results in two dimensions and so forth, with this formula needs. So I'll take this as a true and correct one. Now, typical phases of matter are expected to obey, and usually come up with an area law with the entanglement entropy. Why is that? Well, it's because we'd expect in a local field theory there are local degrees of freedom on both sides of this red dividing line that are entangled with one another, and as we shrink the cutoff epsilon, the area in units of epsilon would give the number of such degrees of freedom and hence the entanglement. But the holographic geometry here is, in the case that this boundary is circle, which this region is circle, instead of L, then we take L log L, with a logarithmic enhancement of the entanglement. Precisely in the case when theta is d minus 1, which was the case that also gave to here a subscript heat. Now, that's promising because the sort of hallmark in abstract studies of condensed matter of the existence of the Fermi surface is an almost L log L scaling of the entanglement, which was computed in 2006 by various condensed matter groups. So both the specific heat and the entanglement entropy show signs of some kind of surface in momentum space in the leading margin theory of the hyperscale metrics. Now, to be pessimistic, one of my colleagues, Cardinal, the student standard, has gone and looked for speckle weight at low energy but finite momenta in these geometries. And in the leading supergravity approximation, there is no such speckle weight. Okay, so if there is such speckle weight, it has to be a sub-meaning that that's not visible in supergravity. Such speckle weight would be expected, of course, on Fermi space. So in summary of this part of my talk is that while in progress, I think a lot remains to be done to find a convincing punitive large N dual for a theory with a Fermi surface, Fermi liquid or not, at leading order. And until then, we'll be in the situation where we're studying 1 over n tails that are being wagged by n eating dog, this one is critical, and that's really how long the material. Okay, there's one more point I want to discuss in this homogeneous isotropic context before I move on, which is on something that I'm going to call infrared incompleteness. Normally, string theorists talk about the need for violent completeness. But in this context, infrared completeness is a bigger worry. So many of the most interesting solutions we just discussed in section B are infrared incomplete due to the running scalar, which goes to extreme coupling at the horizon. Okay, it runs to either very strong or very weak coupling, and my claim is that either extreme is potentially problematic in real structures. So strong coupling is problematic for obvious reasons. If you go to strong coupling corrections for the action, the powers of the coupling will change the solution. But weak coupling is also usually problematic because of what the dilaton means in more constructions. So if you remove another string theory with phi being the string dilaton, you all know the fact that M string is another scale in the theory. It's what allows strings to regulate a lot of things they regulate, and it's the fact that the string coupling times up on it. So So in the theory where deep string is running, it takes extreme weak values in some part of space. A high energy scale, an Einstein rate is coming down, and the string tower is becoming light. And this can show up in string solutions in unsuppressed higher temperature terms that correct geometry. Now, often in consistent truncations, what I call the boson is not the string boson. It's a radion. It's the radius of some part of the sphere or whatever, the Einstein space or magnified. Then the coupling in the sense is a weak string coupling, it's large volume. But again, at large volume, you do more degrees of freedom that are becoming light. In your consistent truncation because of large volume. Now it comes down to mass. And in fact, black hole solutions, not black grains, where such effects happen and the corrections go crucial and change the structure of the horizon. One is that about 6 or 7 years ago by the Volker Klaus Maloney, just in the context of BPS black holes in flying out application. So such effects are important, they're real, and they seem to change the horizon. Now for magnetically charged black grains, which is the case where the boson is running storm coupling, we can easily show that this is not hard, so it shouldn't surprise you, that in at least 4 models, infrared incompleteness is cured in the running boson solutions. Because all that happens in the effective action is you start adding corrections to the various functions like the gauge coupling function in towers of the boson, and then yield you with factor fixed points at the horizon. They yield places where the boson can be stabilized, and geometry goes back to that of Maxwell Einstein does it, namely ADS2. So here I showed kind of plots of various functions in the theorem of the metric, but all you should take from these plots is that there's a region where there's something like listed scaling, and then another region where there's, I actually got it backwards, where there's ADS-like scaling and listed-like scaling. Okay, so you can look up the plots. Now, I show also take I'm in the speaking in bottom-up language. The set metrics also arise in microscopic D-ring constructions. They've been discussed in a variety of papers. And by far the simplest example, you don't have to go anywhere complicated, is just to go over D-ring that was studied by Bucky et al. In 1998, which actually has over a large range of values of energy, a large Gn, a value of this hyperscaling violation exponent that's much shorter. So between these values of the U quarter and the radio coordinate, G squared n to 1/5 and B squared n, which is a wide range of marginal coupling, this metric is precisely the 4 miles per second. Now in this case, we have both IR incompleteness and UV incompleteness, and both resolved in the full theory. The strong coupling limit is, of course, in the infrared Gen 2 gray CFT, row number dimension. It's a very dramatic phenomenon. And the UV incomplete recoupling region actually needs supergravity, but flows at the fixed point governed by superheating. So this is a great place for trials for what goes wrong with these solutions in the UV and the bio. Now I should say that even without the running boson, many of the kinds of solutions that show up in ADS-CFT, especially these solutions with dynamical scale and limit horizons, have a history, even without the running boson, the strong tidal forces of the extreme horizon. And so, if I didn't have these speeds of the running boson, something would still have to happen in the deep infrared. I'm not going to talk about that here, but resolutions of how you should think of this and what really happens physically have been discussed by these authors. But how many do you have in this show? Great. Okay, so in the last 5 minutes, I'm going to move on to the metric horizon feed. So low temperature bases that are not homogeneous and isomorphic, but have translation and rotation breaking, are ubiquitous in gas systems, are density with the United bases, and so on. So again, when you ask the question of black grain physics, can be classified starting in each force state, possible low gravity horizons. Now, as a starting point for classification, because I'm weak, I'll just try to classify the most general homogeneous anisotropic extreme multiplicity radiometers, and then if you're braver, you can find anything similar to this too. So here, by homogeneous, I do not mean that you have translation symmetries that you will be go in the way. Okay, what I mean is that for theory in these spatial dimensions, there should be some d-dimensional group action that relates each point to its neighbors in a small neighborhood. Or more technically, there should be d-filling vectors whose commutators give rise to the Lie algebra, and only the trivial such algebra where all the structure constants vanish gives the normal translations. So here's an example. In our three-dimensional space, we have usual translation symmetries along 2 of the directions say here. But along the third, the z-axis, you have to translate as well as rotate to get symmetry. In terms of filling vectors, you could represent that up for relating coordinates by these 3 filling vectors. Here you're rotating in the 3-2 plane as you move along the y-axis. Now, these filling vectors generate a homogeneous space in the sense that each point in an accessible neighborhood can be transported to each other point. But the commutation relations define an algebra that is invariantly distinct without translations in R3 figures the algebra. And in fact, these generalized translations could lead invariant the vector order parameter whose expectation value would break normal translations. So if your vector order parameter V has these 3 components, then normal translation is symmetry. But the algebra I just gave is generous symmetry. Or in a picture, there's some order parameter that does this in space, if you will. With this being the x1 axis, and with the parameter being the physical field. Now that's a trivial example, you can all visualize it. But in fact, for phases in 3 spatial dimensions, all possible algebras of this sort were classified, and in fact they're almost textbook. The Bianchi classification, which is a great use in full-style theoretical cosmology for homogeneous anisotropic 4-dimensional FRW1 cosmology. So the basic mathematical structure is the following. For each of the 9 equivalent algebras that Bianchi found of rescaling and redefining generators, there are 3 invariant 1 forms, omega, left invariant under the atomic reason. And so a metric expressed in terms of these 1 forms with constant coefficients will automatically be invariant under the algebra. And in fact, the 1 forms satisfy relations to contain the structure constants of the relevant algebra. So you just have to find all the sets of omegas that satisfy these relations with the equivalent c's, and you can write out all the constant metrics. So now, as a longer you assume exactly the question we're after, you really have an extra spatial dimension, and we got time. So to start, we'll formulate the simplest assumptions. which is you maintain near horizon symmetries under rescaling of time due to some exponent as you move in the radial direction, and with the radial direction decoupled from the other spatial dimensions. Okay, so then the most general near horizon metric is of this form. There's a scaling for time. The omegas give you the metric with some matrix eta ij, and there's some betas that determine the scaling.